Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Level-Headed News. This is your host, Brenda. Have some breaking news for you here off of Fox6now.com. It says appeals court refuses to reinstate President Trump's executive order on immigration. San Francisco, a federal appeals court refused Thursday to reinstate President Donald Trump's ban on travel from 7 predominantly Muslim nations. The panel of 3 judges from the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals declined to block a lower court ruling that suspended the ban and allowed previously barred travelers to enter the U.S. An appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court is possible. U.S. District Judge James Robard in Seattle issued a temporary restraining order halting the ban last week after Washington State and Minnesota sued. Temporarily suspended the nation's refugee program and immigration from countries that have raised terrorism concerns. The Justice Department lawyers appealed to the Ninth Circuit. The president has the constitutional power to restrict entry to the United States. Second guess his determination that such a step was needed to prevent terrorism. The states said Trump's travel ban harmed individuals, businesses, and universities. Citing Trump's campaign promise to stop Muslims from entering the U.S., they said the ban unconstitutionally blocked entry to people based on religion. Faced tough questioning during an hour of arguments Tuesday conducted by phone, an unusual step. On cable networks, newspaper websites, and social media, it attracted a huge audience. Hammered away at the administration's claim that the ban was motivated by terrorism fears, but they also challenged the state's argument that it targeted Muslims. I have trouble understanding why we're supposed to infer religious animus when, in fact, the vast majority of Muslims would not be affected, Judge Richard Clifton, a George W. Bush nominee, asked an attorney representing Minnesota. Some of the world's Muslims are affected by the executive order, the judge said, citing his own calculations. Pointed to any evidence connecting these countries to terrorism. L.T. Friedland, who was appointed by President Barack Obama, asked the Justice Department attorney. Lower court halted the ban after determining that the states were likely to win the case and had shown that the ban would restrict travel by their residents, damaging their public universities, and reduce their tax base. Robard put the executive order on hold while the lawsuit works its way through the courts. After that ruling, the State Department quickly said people from 7 countries, Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen, with valid visas could travel to the U.S. The decision led to tearful reunions at airports around the country. The Supreme Court vacancy, and there's no chance Trump's nominee, Neil Gorsuch, will be confirmed in time to take part in any consideration of the ban. The ban was set to expire in 90 days, meaning it could run its course before the court would take up the issue. It could also change the order, including changing its scope or duration. So there you have the news. As the URL is in the description of this video if you want to check it out for yourself. Court refuses to reinstate President Trump's executive order on immigration. So in here, give it a thumbs up and let me know. Pass this around on your social media so everybody gets to hear the news. Subscribe if you haven't tried that yet. That way you'll get notices every time I put up a show.